Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah HaKadash. I want to give a double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the brothers across the four winds, pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom. This is your brother Nakam. You're back with another video, and we're going to go straight into it. All right, and this video is going to pretty much be about, being patient. Being patient, waiting on the Lord, waiting on the return of our great King, our big brother Yahushua to return, because the blessing of the sword was given unto Esau. It wasn't given to us, all right? We here to be spiritual, and we here to show faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, all right? And wait on the return of Yahushua for him to lead us in this takeover, okay? But with that being said, I'm going to go straight into the precepts. I'm going to start off with 2 Corinthians chapter 10. I'm going to start off at verse 3. It says, "For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh." All right? And that's saying, we humans, we in this flesh, we have a whole bunch of feelings, and, we get upset at different things and scenarios that we see and things that we go through. But it says we do not war after the flesh. All right? So we're not going to conduct ourselves and live like a heathen or be carnal, because we know carnality is death. All right? Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Right? They are not. It says, but mighty through Yahweh Shem Yahushai to the pulling down of strongholds. All right? So we are mighty through the Lord. All right? We mighty through the Lord to the pulling down of strongholds. And how that's happening? That happened through the Spirit, through the Word constantly being brought out, through the Word being pushed, the vibration of Yahweh Shem Yahushai being pushed out to this world. Okay? That's how that happens. All right? I'm going to jump to Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. All right? This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. It says, "My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh Shem Yahushai." So the things that we go through and the things that we see and the feelings that we feel, this all come from the Lord. All right? These things are not put here to tear us down, but these things are here to build us up, all right, to make us stronger, all right, and to put off these worldly ways and these worldly vibrations, all right. It says, "For thine enemy had persecuted thee," all right. So the Most High know what's going on, because the Most High put us in this situation, all right. It says, "But shortly thou shalt see the destruction, and shall tread upon his neck." All right. So we gonna get back. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai gonna make sure that we get back. All right. That's without a question, right? You could jump to Ezekiel 25 and 17 and read about that, or just Ezekiel 25 and read about that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna jump to another precept right quick. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "To everything there is a season, okay, and a time to every purpose under the heavens." So that's the Lord telling you that there's a place and a purpose and a time for everything. All right. There's a time for things. So there's some things that shouldn't go on at certain times. And there's certain things that should go on at certain times. There's an order to things, all right? There's an order to things, meaning there's a placement for things, okay? Verse 2, it says, "A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted." Verse 3, "A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up." All right? a time to weep and a time to laugh. So there's a time for everything, all right? And as far as wanting to be, in that spirit of Nat Turner or, doing the things that, the dude Kanye West is doing right now in the media, that's not expedient, all right? The scripture says, though certain things are lawful, that does not make those things expedient, all right? Just because according to the law that we can do certain things, our law, we can't exercise our law in another society, in a heathenistic society. That's what we in right now. We in modern day Babylon, modern day Egypt. All right. So since we earned the Caesar, since we earned the Pharaoh, we gotta render unto Caesar's what Caesar's, and we gotta follow suit. And we follow the laws to the best of our abilities. All right. We'll jump to Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. All right. It says, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them." All right. And that's what we're here to do. You see, and this is an order. Look how the Most High have this written. All right. The first thing you read is, "Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord." All right. And what does a fisher do? All right. He go out into the area, right? He go to the location where fishes are, right? He go to the section, right, which will be, for us, it would be the agora, right? The chief place of concourse, right? The marketplace, right? And we fish, and you fish for like-minded people. You fish for people and your hook. Your hook and your lure is the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So that's you see the order. It's a beautiful thing. The first thing the Most High say, he send his fishermen and to go fish for more fish, right? His fishermen to go to get more fish, all right? And that's showing you that's what's going on. That's the time we in right now. We still fishing. But what does it say right thereafter? It says, "And after will I send for many hunters." Okay? So after that time is allotted and that time is over with, right? When Yahushua returns, then we'll turn into those hunters. It says, "And they shall hunt them from every mountain, from every hill, and out of the holes of the rock." So there's not going to be any hiding. All right, it's not going to be any, we didn't find any. We talking about having spiritual powers. Yahushua going to be here, is going to be up. All right. But the point is, it's in a lot of time for that. And that time isn't now. All right. That's why when you read verse 16, in the beginning of 16, it says, "I will send for many fishers." Period. All right. I'm going to jump to, I got one more precept and I'm going to wrap it up because I'm on lunch break right now. This is Romans 13. I'm going to start at the top. Because like the video that I played, the technology and the things that, that he has, man, you're not going up against that, man. This man got vehicles that's boat vehicles. And that you talking about something that's bulletproof, something that's waterproof, that's on top of the water like a boat, and is going from water to land in mere seconds. You just saw it. This is not something that you about to be able to go up against. I don't care what you think you have. All right, that's his ease, lot, his blessing is the sword. That's not what we here to do. Okay, the Lord likes to get his glory through doing more with less. If you can grasp on to what I'm saying, doing major damage with small numbers. The Lord deal with small. The Lord don't need no big numbers. Okay, because what that's gonna do is show more glory into Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You understand? That's going to show glory into the Lord, and that also show faith in those soldiers that are fighting for the Lord, because they have a small number and they're going up against something that looks and seems to be so great. But the one thing that that small group, that small number of soldiers, the 144,000 know is that Yahweh Shai is undefeated. Undefeated. And you know how we know that? We know that through the gift that was given to the 144,000, Lord willing them of that number. And that gift is the gift of faith. Believing in the Lord. Believing the Lord gonna hold you down. He gonna have you. He gonna feed you. He gonna clothe you. He gonna take care of you. Believing in that. Not saying I'm gonna be up in arms. I'm gonna take things into my own hands. And no, that's not what that's talking about. All right. So Romans 13, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. All right. For there is no power but of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. The powers that are ordained of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So when it says, let every soul be subject unto a higher power. All right. For there is no power but of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. I mean, if you want to go from the president of Russia to the president of America to the elite to the all the way down to the homeless people on the street, all of these people are governed by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Period. All right. So let that be understood. All right. So verse 2 gonna add some clarity to that. It says, whosoever, meaning anybody, any person whosoever therefore resisted the power, right? So if you call yourself, like I said, doing your Kanye West, I'm being up in arms, and I'm going to be this liberal, I'm going to be this, you want all that, you're going off. And let me show you why you're going off. It says, whosoever therefore resisted the power, resisted the ordinance of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So these things that are going on are ordained by the Most High. Okay? He wrote these things to go on. It's in the script. It's in the script of the movie. See what I'm saying? This is in the scripts, in the scriptures. This is meant to happen. Okay, that's why the Most High said you wait on him. Suffer patiently and wait on him. All right? Show your faith and wait on the Lord. Don't call yourself wanting to be up in arms and I'm just gonna go and we gonna, that you're already out your mind. You don't have no faith, and you really bugged out, because if you had a head on your shoulders, you would understand you're not taking this man E down by yourself. I don't care who you think you are. All right. So it says in verse 2 again, whosoever therefore resisted the power, right? Meaning the power is talking about who's in control of this society. All right. Therefore, who resisted the power, resisted the ordinance of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay. And it says, and they that resist, right, resist that power, they shall receive to themselves damnation. All right. So with that, I'm going to end this video right here. All right. I want to give all glory, honor, and praise unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakah HaKadash. I want to give a double honor to the elders, the great elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the brothers across the four winds pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom. Abad Babar.